get a good wave in the morning and start your day, it can just be one wave. It literally can carry you through the whole day.
I always say that the two times where time doesn't exist is where I'm like super heavy into like a concept where I'm drawing or surfing.
I always thought it's kind of funny in what we do and various fields of it. Sometimes you have to try to sneak the good stuff through, you know, before somebody kills it or some committee kills it or something. I never tried to break the rules. I never knew what they were. I like to, you know, intrigue people to want to know more, basically. Committee design or design by committee rarely gets you anything horrible and almost never gets you anything great. I think there's places and there's times where it's okay to just be cool because it's cool, or it looks good because it just looks good. Sometimes it just feels right and it looks good, and that's okay. I heard a speaker one time, it was about art in public schools. As part of his study, he went into like kindergarten or first grade, and he said, "How many of you are artists?" And like you might expect, all the class just waving their hand, yeah, because you know the stuff's at home on the fridge, and their friends, you know. And he goes to second grade, and pretty much the same. "How many of you are artists?" And yeah. And he works his way up. He milks it out quite a bit more, but he gets up to, I don't know, 7th, 8th grade. So, "How many of you are artists?" And there's one or two kids in the back that kind of like sheepishly go like this because it's been beat out of them. But initially, everybody's an artist, and they're a good artist, and they're excited about it. I wasn't familiar with the whole kid wiseman thing, and you know now I'm enamored by it. I immediately liked the logo. I thought that was cool, and then the more I saw the work, I thought, wow, there's something happening here. Yeah, it seemed like a real natural collaboration. Not very often as a graphic designer do you think someone else can actually make your work better.
Well, the thing that gets me most excited is that I'm able to work with students who wouldn't necessarily have the opportunity to explore any kind of creative piece like this. Being able to show them that this is actually a career path is super important, and it not only inspires me, but it inspires them. And if you look at it this way, any college football or basketball teams, they come to high schools to find kids, but there are no creative spots. They're coming to high schools to find kids. And so that's what I'm trying to change. I just thought it was great how we landed on the swoop signature to be the background that kind of plays well with the whole environment.
Yeah, well, you know, and we landed on it, but we looked at a lot of them, and at some point, that just felt right, you know, to both of us.
It was so fun working with that much type. I've never painted that much type freehand.
One of those fonts I've used is a custom font that nobody else has, so it had some peculiar kind of stuff. It just worked out great. I'm amazed how you got those curves, and I was pretty happy where the type ended up. And I got used to seeing it on the color they already had, that blue wall. And so when you started showing me some of the other stuff, oh man, is it gonna show up? Is it gonna work? And they're like, oh my gosh. And man, I couldn't be any happier, when it came together. So it was a really good mesh of, your color sensibility and lines, and made the type better. For me to get out from behind a computer and actually be there and actually moving some paint, that was wonderful. It was getting pretty late, and I wasn't the least bit tired.
No,
and that's a good sign that you're doing something right. It was a really cool experience being there that night. And just some of the people that walked by, and ironically, we ended up talking to strangers. That gets back to the theme, and which I really believe. maybe we can have some little impact on all this hate, weird stuff going on in the world if, yeah, talk to strangers. They're not as scary as you think, and you'll probably find out they got some of the same problems and concerns and day-to-day stuff. So if we could have some tiny impact on that, then it really makes it something special.